Hello, my YouTube family. I have a message that I want to share with you. First, I have to say, if this is your first time on this channel, make sure to hit like, leave a comment, subscribe, hit that notification so you never miss anything that Spirit has to share with you on this platform. Quick message. We must be very, very alert, attentive of the debilitating energy of indecision. I was thinking about this tonight for a while, and I couldn't help but to think that indecision is just as dangerous as any other debilitating mental thought or emotion that keeps us stuck. Indecision, believe it or not, it's almost like witchcraft. It's almost like being restricted by negative vibration. Why? It's very subtle, but it has long lasting detrimental effects in your life. I know this because as I sit here, I think about the many clients that I see that for years have been held back by indecision, never making a decision. I'm wondering if Spirit is pushing me to deliver this message tonight because there's so many of you that might be missing out on a great opportunity in your life in this moment due to the fact that you choose to not decide. You have to decide what's best for you. And indecision can keep you stuck for years, can keep you stuck in a relationship that you really don't want for years, can keep you stuck in a job that doesn't bring happiness and joy and satisfaction to you for years, can keep you stuck in places that you have already outgrown. But your fear of leaving it behind keeps you stuck. Indecision. Indecision about who is going to say about you, what such and such person is going to say about you. Indecision in terms of I don't want to make this choice for me that I know would make me happy because this I don't feel that I'm going to have my friends support. I don't feel like I'm going to have my family support. I don't feel like I'm going to have my significant other support. Indecision is a blessing blocker. Indecision will limit you and keep you restricted for a long time. This is a particular month, especially now that we're coming up again into this next new moon, which will be in Pisces. I feel in the core of my heart that Spirit is speaking to you in your gut feeling, or Spirit is speaking to you through dreams, revelations, hunches, intuition, gut feeling, to make a decision about that business, a decision about your relationship, a decision about allowing that person that's been trying really hard to win your heart, and you've been so adamant in about letting him or her in. Maybe it's time for you to think about you. Maybe it's time for you to take a step forward. Maybe it's time for you to say yes to you. Maybe it's time for you to break that cycle of indecisiveness and say yes to a future that's been waiting for you. Sometimes our enemies, if you believe in those, our enemies or the devil or lower level vibrations, negativity, will sneak up on you, and you don't think that you are under attack because nothing major is happening in your life. No big detrimental craziness is situation is happening in your life. But Lord and behold, little do you know that just the being able to keep you in a stage of indecisiveness is just as dangerous, because it will always deter you from being able to reach your highest maximum potential. It will always set you back from the best version of yourself. Indecision about love, about money, abundance, stability, indecision about going back to school, indecision about taking on a new job, indecision about resigning, indecision about, launching that online business, indecision about marrying, indecision about having children, indecision about moving to a new city. Indecision is a blessing blocker. I hope that spirit comes into your life today to disrupt that energy of indecision so that you can at least take a step forward into saying yes to you and give it in a try. What's holding you back? Fear? You should better be afraid of not taking a step forward, of not acting, because years later you will regret it. Regret is something that maybe you should be in fear of. Regret of not living fully, regret of not giving yourself a new opportunity, regret of not putting yourself in place number one, regret of not including yourself in your vision, in your purpose, regret of not giving it your best, regret of denying love, regret for not opening up your heart to love, regret for living in fear for such a long time. Regrets. That is something you should be afraid of. But this indecisive stage that you're in, it's time for you to get off. You don't belong there. Your life needs action. Your life needs movement. Your life needs a blessing that the Creator, that the Most High, that your divine source wants to reveal and present for you to you, but you're rejecting it because you're not sure. Maybe later. I don't know now. I'm not ready. It's not the right time. How long have you been saying this? How many months? For some of you, how many years? You've been making excuses and excuses and excuses to not take a step forward into the fullness of your destiny. What are you waiting for? Indecision is dangerous. It's dangerous to your life. It's dangerous to your well-being. You know something that's coming to me right now? I'll tell you this. Sometimes there are people that are afraid of taking that risk. There are people that are afraid of opening up a new door. There are people that are afraid of taking a step forward because they fear that they will not be loved anymore, appreciated, or supported by the people that they love. Well, let me tell you something. You're afraid of losing people that you love because if you do what you really want to do, you're in fear of their rejection. When in reality, because you stay stuck, listen to this, because you stay stuck, you choose to stay stuck due to indecisiveness, and because you want to be the good friend, the good family member, the good son, the good father, the good this and the good that, you are the one rejecting your future, the very future you dream about, the future that you desire to have, the future that sometimes secretly and maybe even unintentionally, but it does happen, you envy or become jealous of when you see someone else doing that you want to do. Why aren't you the one pursuing that vision? Because you're afraid of what those around you are going to say? You should be afraid of not acting out on what the Creator is downloading into your mind for your well-being, for your happiness, for your joy, for your growth, for your stability. The inability or unwillingness to take that step forward will be detrimental to your life, mentally and emotionally, spiritually too. So think about it. Sleep on it. I believe now love is knocking on your door and you've been undecided as to whether or not you should say yes. I believe abundance is knocking on your door, but you are afraid to take that step forward. I believe ultimate big changes have been knocking on your door, and you've been hanging on to a bag of excuses that will not promote your growth. What are you going to do? We are in the third month of 2021. Can you not see how fast this year is already going? So, life is not going to wait. Time will continue to move, and you are going to get older. What are you going to do about it? Are you just going to sit there, take the back seat, contemplate, think, ponder, debate with yourself? Or are you just going to wear the big panties, the big drawers, and say, you know what? I'm just going to go for this. Sometimes you just got to do it. Sometimes you just got to do it. I know it's easier said than done. Fear can be so paralyzing. But sometimes you just got to do it. If it didn't work out, it's a lesson learned, and you move forward and give it your best shot next time. But what if it does work? What if it does work and you're here making excuses as to why you should not do this and shouldn't do that? Time to get off that wagon. It's been holding you back for too long. Indecision is dangerous to your journey. Indecision is dangerous to your heart. Indecision keeps your mind feeling restless. Give yourself the opportunity to say yes and know that the universe, God, the creator, or whomever your divine source is on your side. The question is, are you on your side? That's the question, beloved. Many blessings to you. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel, share this video, leave a comment, and hit like. This is Spiritual Dr. Rafi. Many blessings.